Hat-Trick dropped the wage bomb, increasing the salaries of all spec players by 10%, and the forum is fuming. Hey guys, it's Papa Mish. I'm getting close to 5,000 subscribers, and if you haven't subbed yet, I would really appreciate if you pinch in and help me reach this milestone. And now, let's see how really a big of a deal is this wage increase. A few days ago, Hat-Trick announced a wage increase for all players with specialities. They are saying that specialty players are great to have, but they also know it, so now they want a better pay. In total, they'll get 10% more in their weekly wages. But this change won't happen in one go. In the next 5 seasons, the specialty players will get a wage increase of 2% per season, accumulating in 10% overall. They expect this change to do a couple of things. Firstly, add more value to the non-specialty players that will be cheaper to hold in comparison. And also, the increased wages will take money out of the system, hence fighting some of the inflation happening on the transfer market. If you even thought this announcement will go smoothly on the forums, you are gravely mistaken. People are fuming, they are saying that it will literally ruin their long-term plans, that it's punishing players who invest time into the game, that it's not fair as the specialty players are super expensive to begin with and now their wages will increase, that it will crush national teams in small countries as anti-players with increased wages will be practically impossible to hold, and from there it's becoming more personal and heated. It all comes from the fact that we want the best team, with the best players and to win all the trophies. But it takes time in Hat-Trick, and either you train, trade or hoard your way to the top. It will take time, and this change will be an obstacle on your path. Managers are carrying a lot of baggage playing so many years. Some are saying the inflation is increasing, some are saying the hoarders are a bad thing, some are saying the reserves is the worst thing that happened to us. And different suggestions are flowing. Some managers are saying if we want to make non-spec players more appealing, let's decrease their wage and not touch the wage of the specialty players. Others saying if you want to make specialty players really special, let's decrease the spawn rate of those players and really make them rare in the game, and not that every other player on the transfer market is a specialty player. Other managers are focusing on the fact that inflation won't allow them to buy a lot of good players, and with the cash reserves it's all happened because of hoarders, so let's tax the excess money that the hoarders have in their reserves. The hoarders are fuming and saying, what are you talking about? The traders have the same amount of money just stored into players, and the traders are saying, we are training players and we are actually contributing to the game. So you get the drift. You must be thinking, what the hell, Mish? It just became interesting. You are cutting to the ancient. So I do suggest go and read this thread on the global forum. I will link it in the description. It's very interesting, and some managers are so angry that they are threatening to stop paying for a supporter or playing the game altogether. But I do want to take a moment and think about this change in the right perspective. We are speaking about a 10% wage increase for specialty players. That's it. It will have some impact on the game. It will not stop inflation. But with so many teams playing Hat-Trick and paying more wages, it will help take some money out of the game, and it will be a step in the right direction. Yuan said that they want to make a lot of small changes and not rattle the gauge altogether. I think this is a good thing. And about team building, the key factor will be we need to adapt. That's it. Either you have big budget, small budget. This change applies to everyone. It hurts me, it hurts you, it hurts everyone playing Hat-Trick. So it's a even playing field, and we need to think how to make the best out of it. So just out of curiosity, I took the 10 most competitive seasons of my team Black Sabbath. It stopped being competitive only 2 seasons ago, so the wages I was paying were fairly accurate, and for the 10 most competitive seasons of Sabbath's life, I paid 78 million euros for the whole period. It's about 8 million euros a season. If we'll think, and it wasn't the case, not all my players had specialities, especially not the goalkeeper, but let's even assume that everyone had specialities. So I should have been paying 0.8 million more a season for having specialty players. I would tell you like 0.10, even 1 million euros for super competitive teams. It's not the end of the world. Some teams are buying players for 5, 10, 15, 20 million euros, and a few of them during those 10 competitive seasons of the team's life. So you'll be paying just below 1 million euro more for wages, won't completely change how we build our teams. But for teams on the budget, you could take advantage. We need to be more efficient with our specialty picking. If you have a player like a technical defender and he does not have a lot of passing, he'll not generate a lot of counterattacks for you. It's better to have a non-spec player on this position. You'll pay much less on buying the player, and also you'll save money on wages. So be smarter about picking your specialities. Let other managers like head on, not think about anything else. Buy only players with spec players, pay more for them, pay more wages for them, and the benefit for them will be minor. So either you'll even get some financial advantage against them, or at least you'll close the gap against them. So that's if you don't have like a lot of money. I'm not saying don't use specialities at all. Specialities are important, but just be very efficient about them. For teams with a lot of money, of course, specialities will still give you some advantages if picked correctly. We'll still need to buy them for a lot of money, and we'll still, with these changes, need to pay more wages. But the difference in wages for the team's life won't be game breaking. And that's what I think about it. Now it's your turn. Please let me know in the comment sections. What do you think about it? How it will change the way you are building your team? What are your thoughts about it? And what other interesting or funny or angry messages you wrote on you read on the thread, and maybe I missed them. So that would be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, Hattrick, it's more than game, it's a community, and I'll see you next time.